Man, this is a project, right? I'm gonna pan here and just show them you guys have been working on this thing for a while. Did you guys start this today?
Yes, sir.
Wow. How long you know? I mean, this is a big project, isn't it?
Yeah, 4,000 square feet.
4,000 square feet. Now, I want people to know this is not a business. This is someone's home, right?
Yes, sir.
And it's a new home. And what are we doing here, though? I see you guys doing a lot of grinding. What's going on with that process?
What we're doing is taking the top layer of the concrete off. It's called the cream, creating a profile, and that's pretty much where our polyurea is going to penetrate and create our bonding.
Right. It like etches the concrete, right? It has some surface to grab onto.
Yeah, pretty much. It's profiling. It's opening up the pores so that polyurea saturates into it.
Wow. How long will a project like this take? I mean, this is not an overnight project, right? I mean,
No.
a week. This one will take about a week.
Yeah, a week. It just depends on our patchwork and all that, which I haven't seen a lot so far.
Yeah. Well, here we are, man. You've got the first section down, right? Man, this is a large section. And man, it's kind of interesting what it turns out because I'm going to grab some chips here. Do you mind?
Yeah.
Kind of show people what we're dealing with here. So here it is, and they're paint chips that have different, levels of color in them, and it kind of makes the overall appearance of the floor look different, right? When you actually see it from afar.
Yeah.
So what do? You lay down there's a bottom coat, there's got to be some glue, right? I mean, not glue, but...
Well, yeah, what we were doing yesterday, creating a profile, that's going to allow our polyurea, that's our base coat, to actually penetrate into the concrete, so it's a part of the concrete after that, so it's not coming up unless you re-profile it with the diamond grinder.
Yeah.
And then as you do a little section, you want to broadcast your chips, obviously heavy.
Are you just tossing them out there?
At different points, like right here, I'm not going to be throwing them up. I try to just push them along so we don't got a big mess over here.
Right.
When we do our verticals, we actually get a broad knife, and then we're pushing them up into it.
Yeah.
And then as my partner's rolling out, I'm just so far behind them, and I'm just broadcasting those up. And then go back and look for light spots. And I mean, it's simple.
And then you'll scrape it, right, to get the edges off the top?
Yes, sir. We'll be scraping it east and west.
Okay.
And then all those chips you recycle because they're about the same size. And then you do a final scrape north and south. And all those chips, they're no good because they're all the small pieces and it won't match when you go to use them the next time.
Right. I thought this was cool. I'm going to come over here real quick. You got some baseboard here. And I thought this was smart for a garage over here. I like it because once you put the sealer on there, right, it would stop fluid from, it really holds in everything, oils, and, right, it contains it.
Right, yes, it's going to be 100% sealed after that, so it's pretty bulletproof. It's
save the walls anyway, right?
Yes, sir.
Very cool. Man, something I didn't realize is that you guys actually put this on stairwells, right? So this is actually from the main area out there, and it comes all the way up through here, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah, verticals, a little bit tricky, but you can do this up the whole wall. You can do a wainscoting with it.
Up the wall, huh?
Yeah, it's endless what you can do with this if you got the imagination.
You got a surface, it'll stick.
Yeah, man, you gotta make sure you got it up.
You know what's nice about this too? Is the grippiness of it, because this stuff is actually really grippy when you actually get it finished.
Yeah, it is. You can walk on it barefoot, and it's comfortable on a barefoot, but if you get a little bit of water on it or whatever, it does have that slip resistant behind it, so it's good stuff, man.
Yeah. And I'll tell you what, man, this is awesome. That's the envy of everybody that has a hot rod or race car, and I bet it feels good to be done.
It's pretty amazing.
Yeah, yeah. How many hours do you have in this, you think?
Billy, I haven't added them up. We were here about 4 days.
Yeah. This is the
4
biggest.
days?
Yes, 4 days.
Is this the biggest one you've done?
Yes.
It is, right?
Yes.
Biggest, right? And of course, Butch, what do you think of it now that it's all done? You got all your cars here, and I know there's room for more, and I'm sure you'll bring them in here. What do you think so far?
Steve and his crew did a great job. We love it. We've had so many compliments on it so far, and ties right into what we wanted to do.
Right. I want to show people something here because, you know, when I first saw these lines, I was all, man, how's that going to look with the chips, right? But I'm going to kind of zoom in here, and you can see how detailed that is. Right, and this goes all the way down, especially when you come this way and you kind of look. This groove goes all the way down. These are expansion joints, right? Is that what they call them? Am I right? Something like that. And man, they are perfection. And you zoom in on this, and it is like beautiful. And a lot of different colors you can choose, right, Steve? I mean,
Yeah,
got
you can
different
choose
options.
any color you want. This is called the Butch Blend.
Right. Yeah, this is a custom one, right? That you kind of.
It's custom.
Very custom.
Right. Yeah, very cool. Now, speaking of customs, man, I wanted to show people some of the stuff you have here because you have an amazing car collection, right? Hot rods, and it looks like you're a big fan of the Bel Air. Am I
Yes,
wrong?
sir.
That's kind of probably one of your favorites, I'd say.
It
You got
is.
3 of them here, 3 out of 6. Let's take a look, man. Can we do it?
Sure.
Yeah, let's take a look, man. Let's start here. And now, for people who don't know, you help organize the Streets of Bakersfield car show.
I'm part of the committee that does that.
Right, and that is getting bigger and bigger. And this year, I couldn't believe how many people were there, but it's a lot.
Turned out a lot. Tony Castelloni is actually our president. He's the founder and started it. So thank you, Tony.
All right. All right, let's take a look at this thing. Now, what are we looking at right here?
That's a 55 Chevy.
Yeah. Do you have one that's your favorite?
This is it.
This is it,
This
man.
is it.
Yeah.
Just so
that's-
happens I was born in 55.
Yeah.
Lucky me.
Yeah. Can we take a look at the motor?
Sure.
Yeah, because I know you're a big LS fan too, right?
Yes.
Man, look at that. I'm going to get in here. Man, that's amazing. Now, who does all your work?
Jim West.
Jim West, all
And
right.
does a great job.
Yeah, man, that is beautiful. So nice. Really detailed. Yeah, very cool. Over here, we got another. I got to show them this rack here. Let's talk about this real quick. Now, what's on the rack?
That's a 66 Chevelle that we just finished.
Yeah. Man, look at this thing. Man, that's nice. You know, people can't see it, but I like the option on the exhaust. You have a switch that throws a non-muffler version and a muffler version.
That's
right?
correct. Yes, electric cutouts.
Electric cutouts, man. And the bottom looks as clean as the outside. Man, that's good. All right, we'll wrap around here. And now you have enough for not only these hot rods, but you got your RV over there, right?
Yes.
I mean, this place is huge. And another Bel Air, of course. Now, did you have this one built right here, or did you buy this? You did, okay.
And this belongs to my wife.
Okay.
Well, actually, all of them belong to my wife. She just lets me drive them once in a while.
Yeah. Man, that's nice. You know, I like this. I love this bird right here. This is an icon right here for these
It
right
is.
here. You know, this was the year where everybody, you know, it was all about the space age, man, in the 50s, you know, the plan to go to the moon and you know, aero stuff. And GM brought a lot of that stuff onto its automobiles here, you know. And so like the fins in the back, and we'll get over there and I'll show you. But all that stuff, that design made its way onto these Bel Airs. It's so neat. Yeah. Look at that, man. That's probably a hard emblem to find too, man, if
Yes.
you need it. Man, another one. Look at that. Nice. Clean. Yeah, very cool. And I like this, man. Check this out. You know what I liked on this is the polished firewall, because it makes that engine bay look huge,
It does.
right? And that's probably the plan here.
That was the concept.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Look at that. I'm gonna kind of pan over here so you can see this. Man, that's nice. You drive the truck much?
All the time.
You do?
Yes, we
All right.
drive all of them. They're drivers, not trailers.
All right. Yeah. Now I've seen this one before. This is an interesting one, man. This is fuel injection, right? That they've got on this deal. This is a 50. Is it 57?
57.
57. That's clean, man. How many horsepower in that motor?
430.
430. People underestimate how much 430 is, and it's a lot.
It is.
Yeah. Yeah. Really.
And this car I bought from Jim West.
Yeah.
And it was a four-door, and he cut it and put it back together and did
Really?
just a fabulous job.
This was a 4-door.
Yes.
No kidding. I'd never know that.
I'll show you.
Wow. That was it. All right, I'm going to kind of zoom in here.
Okay, that was what it
I
started
would
with.
never know that that was the same car. Wow.
Just sitting in the backyard somewhere?
Yeah.
I love this rear fin too, man. Isn't that cool? That gold on that chrome and satin aluminum.
It's beautiful.
Man, that's something else. Look at that. That is so neat. Now I want to show them one more collection you have because you are a fan of old gas pumps.
Yes.
I want to show them this because I've never seen these before, and they're very cool. Now, did you have these restored, or did you get them restored?
I actually bought these from George Snyder,
You did.
the same George Snyder that was the Indy driver.
Wow, really?
And I purchased these from him, and he knew I was looking for some, and he called me up and said, I have what you're looking for.
Let's go around the horn here. Now, this is an oil pump, right?
Yes, it is.
And it would be used at a gas station.
Yes.
At what year? Do you have any
And,
idea?
Well, back in the 60s,
Okay.
late 50s, early 60s, what they do is they'd open this, push this open,
Okay.
put a glass bottle in here, and it had a little metal funnel. You take the funnel off of it, and you crank this here, and it fills the bottle up. And there are quart bottles, so, and it had the spout built in them, and you just pour the oil into the engine. So
Wow, man, that's amazing. Polygas, I've never heard of that. Is that a real
It's-
company?
Yes,
was?
they are. They were, and they're from back east.
Yeah. Okay. And this is now what are we looking at here? This is the top of a fuel pump. Is this a fuel pump? Top of a fuel? What is this right here?
Yes, that's the top of the fuel pump.
Okay, I see
And-
the line back there, right?
Yes,
and that
then-
would go into the
yes,
ground.
and then you could take and you could crank it to pump your gas.
Yeah. Man, a lot of work goes into these.
Same thing here. This is your pump. You take this off,
Yeah.
put it in your tank,
So yeah, one guy you'd have to hold it with one hand and pump with the other.
unless you had a buddy with you.
Yeah. And you had to clean your windows.
That's right.
Yeah, that's amazing. Yeah, that's cool. Man, that's amazing. And all this stuff just a lot of restoration in this, right?
Yes, and George did a great job restoring them.
Yeah. Now these right here are interesting because I didn't realize that they had mobile fuel tanks, right? Or
Yes.
that's what these are. Mm-hmm. I mean, with some of the trucks now, that would take up the whole fuel tank, right? But
Yeah.
they had small. They must have had small fuel tanks at one point, right?
Well, probably what, probably a 16-gallon tank was huge back then.
Yeah. Look at this, man. That's incredible. Just kind of roll it over to your car and start filling it up.
Crank it up.
Yeah, very cool. Wow, what a garage. Now, Steve, if someone wanted to get something like this done, how long does it take? How long are people waiting right now? Give us some updates on like where
Well,
we're at.
our backlog is, April is full, so we're starting to schedule May.
Wow, that much, huh?
And what's today, April 2nd?
Yeah.
And so, and the floors, they're tremendous. The crew loves to put them down. The customer loves the end result. And I tell people that it's probably the best floor I've ever seen or run into, and I've
Yeah.
been,
And it's different than the stuff you'd get like at a box store, right? It's a little bit different.
yeah, probably about 20 times better. And
And there's there's a warranty to it too, right?
there's a 15-year warranty. Yeah, it's a residential warranty. This is a resident, actually, so this is 15-year. Yeah, Butch just has to vacuum, sweep. I
Yeah.
guess he could amp mop.
Right. You know what's nice about this color too that you have? It has a little bit of black speckle. I'm going to zoom in here. And that makes it nice if you get a little oil on or something on there where it's not just
Yes.
going to stand out. You know what I mean? I mean, you can't even really tell that it's dirty when it is, you know?
That's right. And you don't want to drop a washer or a screw because you can't find it either. So,
It's an eye test.
But the thing is, if this was a solid color across the thing, right, every little imperfection would show, right? If something ever happened or whatever down the road, you'd see it. It'd stand out. With this right here, man, even if you had to do repair, I don't think you'd see it.
This floor looks strong, and it is strong.
Yeah.
And it's non-porous, so when you think about that, and it's antibacterial, so
Yeah.
it's easy to clean.
Well, not only that,
It's
but
really
it's
easy.
grippy. You know, that's what I mean. It's not
it's a
slippery
non-slip.
at all.
That's what the chip does. That's what I like about it.
Yeah.
It's a good look and it's a real strong feel.
Right. Now, what are other things people can do with it other than the garage? There's more, right? You can do,
Anything in concrete,
yeah,
anything. Pool decks, driveways.
You did some
Stairwells.
stairways, right? We'll go there. Look at the
Oh,
stairway
yeah.
real quick.
We did some wood stairwells here, and so the stairways just, it's just a
Oh, it
touch
does-
of class.
So it sticks to wood. There's no.
It sure does.
It does. Oh, okay.
It's not made for that, but all my samples were on wood and I couldn't get.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
You know what? That's a really cool solution you got there. That edging on that. Did you come up with that?
Butch came up with the trim work, and we just came up with the concept of doing the stairs, or I guess I asked if you wanted them done, and
It looks clean, doesn't it? Am I wrong here?
No, it's great.
Yeah.
well, they were gonna get carpet, and
Oh, man.
I don't know what that was gonna be like.
Well, we were afraid of it being slick.
Yeah.
And so that's why we talked to Steve about this. He goes, well, sure, if it sticks on his wood for his samples, why wouldn't it stick here? So,
Yeah.
Took us a pretty long day to do the steps. There's about 22 steps.
Right.
And it's just time. It's artistic. It's
Yeah.
not a fast
Right.
deal, but you get a little dirty, but it.
And there's a lot of prep to it. I mean, of course, like painting, the end job comes out tiger. The prep was done, right?
Right.
Yeah, very
Right.
cool. Well, this is going to be featured on our next edition of Bakersfield Tuff, and I'm sure a lot of people are going to be liking this, and I'm sure you'll get a lot of calls. I'm sure you've been getting a lot of calls. And what's the phone number, Steve? They want to get a hold of you.
You just call the office, 661 area code 325-8520.
Yeah.
And we've been around since 1982. So
And you can, if you want to see the material, you actually laid it down at your place.
Yes.
So people can come see it and see what it's about.
come by the office right off of 25th and L.
Yeah.
It's 2419 L Street, and we've got some floors down there too.
Very good. Awesome job. Well, congratulations, Butch. I know this is your dream garage, and now you get to enjoy it.
thank you very much.
All right.
Thanks, Butch.
All right.
Appreciate you.
You bet, buddy.
Very cool.
Thanks, Billy.
This is Bakersfield Tuff.